Welcome back to another YouTube video. Time to talk about WWE and AEW. Whole week of shows because I forgot to do YouTube videos in between. Um, Edge and AJ attack each other on Raw. Edge is a heel now. Damian Priest and Finn Balor wins the U.S. title off Damian Priest. So Damian Priest is heel. So two heels coming out of Raw. Edge attacks AJ Styles. He turns heel. Damian Priest attacks Finn Balor. He turns heel. So that'll be an obvious. Those two matches are going to happen at WrestleMania, obviously. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins beat Alpha Academy. Them beating the tag team champions a week before their tag team title match. What does that mean? Does that mean they're going to lose? By WWE's logic, yes. Almost squashes T-Bar. Okay. Bianca, Liv Morgan, Rhea beat Becky, Doudrop, and Nikki Ash. That match was decent. Tommaso beat Robert Roode, as he should. Uh, Dana Brooke and Reggie beat Tamina and Akira Tozawa. And then so Dana makes out with Reggie after, and then Tamina kisses Tozawa after. Hurt Business beat the Mysterios. Who saw that coming? Not me. Miz interfered in that, which is why the Hurt Business won. Street Profits beat RK Bro. It almost looked like Randy hurt himself, but nah, Randy's fine. That was Raw. Was this Ziggler and Braun Breaker? Yeah, so Dirty Dogs. Ziggler and Rude versus Tommaso and Braun Breaker. And the Faces win that. That match was good. Next week we get a triple threat between Ziggler, Braun Breaker, and Tommaso for the NXT Championship. Braun Breaker should retain in that match. LA Knight and Grayson Waller set up a last man standing match next week, so that should be good. LA Knight should win that match, if I'm being honest. We had a Dusty Classic match, Andy Hartwell and Persia Prada versus Dakota Kai and Wendy Chu. You would have thought that Indy and Persia Parada would win this, considering they're the actual team. But nope, Dakota Kai and Wendy Chu win. Amari Miller versus Lash Legend. This match was okay. Lash Legend wins and then gets called out by who? Who called Lash Legend out? They're going to be a guest on this show next week. Doesn't even tell me who called her out. Whatever. Pete Dunne versus Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes wins, retains the championship, which I saw coming. Von Wagner beat Andre Chase, which duh. Cora Jade and Raquel Gonzalez beat Valentina Feroz and Ulysses Leon again, duh. Harland beat Draco Anthony and then hugs him afterwards. Gunther beat Solo Sokoa, so Solo Sokoa's first loss. He hadn't lost the match up till that point. So NXT decent. There's Rampage. Where is Dynamite? There's Dynamite. Alright. So we had Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter versus Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez. Thunder Rosa pins Britt Baker, which if WWE was booking it, then that would lead you to believe the champion's going to retain. WWE's not booking this, so Thunder Rosa will probably win on Sunday. We had Tag Team Battle Royal. The Young Bucks win that. So Young Bucks, Red Dragon, and Jurassic Express on Sunday. Hangman Page and Alex Reynolds and John Silver versus Adam Cole and Red Dragon. The heels won that. Adam Cole hit the last shot on Alex Reynolds, I believe. MJF and Punk, they're in the ring. They hug, and then MJF low blows him and makes him bleed, like just spewing blood out of his face. Wardlow versus Cesar Bononi. Wardlow beat Cesar Bononi, obviously. Okay, we can go to Rampage now. Keith Lee versus J.D. Drake. Keith Lee beat J.D. Drake, which, duh. Christian versus Ethan Page. Christian beat Ethan Page, which is good because Christian in the ladder match is always nice. And then Jurassic Express come out, and then Red Dragon and Young Bucks come out. Jungle Boy jumps on Red Dragon and the Young Bucks. That's how Rampage ended. First match was Sammy Guevara versus Darby versus Andrade. This match was awesome. Sammy Guevara wins. Lots of great spots in that match. And we had Serena Deeb versus Layla Gray. And Serena Deeb beat Layla Gray and then beat her up after the match. And then Hikaru Shida comes out to make the save. We had another match made for the buy-in. We had the Lucha, well, half, 2/3 of Death Triangle, and Eric Redbeard versus House of Black. So that'll be on the buy-in. Let me look at this. No surrender happening this week. No, that happened last week. What's happening this week? Sacrifice? I think that's what it is. Yep, there it is. So let me go through this Impact Wrestling Sacrifice card real fast. That's Sacrifice time date match card. We have Inspiration versus the Influence tag title match. I think the Inspiration will probably retain their tag titles. Trey Miguel versus Jake something. Trey Miguel should retain. Heath versus Moose. Moose should retain. Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Violent by Design for the tag titles. Good Brothers should retain, even though I don't like the Good Brothers. Rich Swann and Willie Mack versus Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Rich Swann and Willie Mack should win that. To me. Lady Frost versus Giselle Shaw. Giselle Shaw should win because she's like hasn't had a match yet. Alex Shelley versus Jay White. Jay White will win that. I already talked about. Yeah, I literally just looked at the whole card. Oh, Rhino versus Eddie Edwards. Rhino, no. Eddie Edwards will probably win that. Jonah versus PCO. PCO will probably win. Mickey James versus Tasha Steeles. Tasha Steeles already lost once, so it's not going to mean anything for her to just lose again. Deonna Purrazzo is doing an open challenge. Okay, that's Impact card. Let me. Whoops. Revolution. We got Jericho and Kingston. Kingston will probably win. We got Hangman Page and Adam Page. Hangman Page will probably win. We got House of Black versus the Death Triangle and Eric Redbeard. House of Black will probably win. Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker. Thunder Rosa will probably win that. Dog color match between Punk and MJF. Punk will probably win. We got Moxley and Bryan. I'll go Moxley for that one. Jericho and Kingston. I said Kingston. Jurassic Express versus Red Dragon versus Young Bucks. Jurassic Express will probably win. Base of the Revolution ladder match. Keith Lee, Wardlow, Hobbs, Starks, Orange Cassidy, Christian Cage. Keith Lee. You could make a case for Keith Lee or Wardlow, but I'll go Keith Lee. Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti. Jade Cargill. I don't know who's going to beat Jade Cargill, but it ain't going to be Ty Conti. They're not ready for Jade to lose that title yet. The 3-on-3 with Sammy, Darby, Sting versus Hardy, Andrade, and Isaiah Cassidy. Darby, Sting, and Sammy are going to win. Hook versus QT Marshall. Hook. Statlander versus Layla Hirsch. Statlander. And that's everything. All right. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys later.